Okay, this is our disappointing Mia Wallace series, and we are at a Revolver and Elvis is Back series or episode. And these are two of my favourite albums of each artist. I started off listening with the Revolver album on the Amazon, and I was listening to the streaming version of the Super Deluxe edition of Revolver, and it was just absolutely wow. I said, "This is amazing." And then I went to listen to the mono mix. The first time listening to the mono mix after listening to the Super Deluxe streaming version, and I was a little bit let down on the first listen. I'll get back to that. I then listened to the stereo. I have listened to that before and I really enjoyed it, but this is kind of the second listen. I was kind of, after listening to Please Please Me in mono and being blown away by that, I was kind of a little bit let down, and then kind of went to the stereo version of Revolver, and it started off a little bit. First track was a little bit Taxman, and as it got on, as I listened to it more, it got on. And then I went back to listen to this for the third or fourth time, and then I was blown away by this mono mix for the third time listening to it. I said, "Wow, this is just amazing," and it blew this out of the water. But I still really enjoyed the Super Deluxe streaming version on stereo, and the version of this I prefer most is the mono mix. The mono mix is just absolutely awesome, and I looked at a documentary on how the cover was made, and the swimsuit is from when the Beatles stayed in a swimsuit here. Is when the Beatles stayed in Weston Supermare for a week, and they were walking around Weston and doing a gig in the Odeon Cinema, and they stayed at the Bring End, or that's where they took the photographs of the swimsuits, down at the Bring End, and yeah, that's where that comes from. So a bit of Somerset on that album cover there. And this album is when Elvis was in the army, and he came back. And this is a fantastic album. This is really, really one of his best. He has kind of three standout albums, two of which were in the 60s. This is one of them. He has his debut album, and he has Elvis is Back, and then Elvis from Elvis in Memphis. And Elvis is Back and from Elvis in Memphis are both from the 60s, and these are just this is just a fantastic album. Every song is just absolutely perfect, and you can hear Elvis's voice change from when he was singing in the 50s going into the 60s, and again, just a brilliant album. It was kind of recorded after GI Blues, which is another brilliant album, and this is just fantastic. This is filled with bonus tracks. What I will point out something I'll is this is Digipack, and it's in the Legacy series. So I'll open it up. You get two albums. So you have the Met album, and we have Elvis is Back. And there's no bonus tracks on this one. I have this on standalone. I'll go and I'll get it. Hold on. So yeah, I do have this on standalone CD, and what I noticed is this has all the bonus tracks on it, and one of the bonus tracks, "Surrender," which is the first song on here, is included on Elvis's Back in this edition on Elvis's Back as one of the bonus songs. So yeah, it's the last one there, and it's not included as a bonus track on this one here. So that's if you have this one, if you have this edition, you have Surrender on this one. And if you have this one as well, you have Surrender on this one. So that's just a little bonus track on a bonus track. So yeah, this is these two are my favorite Elvis and Beatle fans. Elvis and Beatle. I'm going to start that again. These are two of my favorite albums by each artist: Revolver and Elvis is Back. I think I nearly prefer Revolver over Sergeant Pepper. I do have this on vinyl, on mono, and I have it on stereo. I don't have it on 180 grams yet. I think that will be for another video. I did listen to both, and both are absolutely fantastic. I listened to it on the Amazon as well, and fantastic sound. Overall, just fantastic sounds all around. You can't get better than these two. Again, my preferences be for the mono. I think I have listened to the mono box set, and I'm re-listening to it as I do this series. And I think the Beatles were masters at mono more so than stereo. And yeah, and of course Elvis was master as well. So if you have, again, he doesn't have a mono box set. So I am going to go, as I go record hunting, I am going to go looking for all the mono pressings. I have about 10 of them so far. I think he doesn't have as many as his stereo. I think there's about 20 or 30 mono pressings, so I'm going to go and look for the rest of those, and as I go record hunting. Also, what I'm finding as I listen to LPs, as I listen to CDs and mono pressings, and the MP3s, or not the MP3s, the format that's on the WAV format that's on the Amazon. I'm learning that I'm enjoying listening to CDs more and more, and just recently got the Black Sabbath box set, and listened to Sabotage, and wow, that was just amazing. But yeah, I'm kind of my favorite format going forward, I think, is CDs, but I will be collecting the LPs on the 180 grams for certain artists like Pink Floyd, Elvis, and the Beatles as well. And yeah, but I would give these two albums 100% each. They're both fantastic. I do have other copies of these. I have this is in this box set, and then I have another box set of 5 LPs, and this is in that one. And it's just it's a brilliant album. And what I've noticed as well is some of the albums they have the track listing on the album, and it's different to what it appears when you're listening to it. So just be aware of that. And yeah, I would highly recommend these two albums. If you have just best of or number one albums by Beatles and Elvis, and you want to go further into their catalogue, this is a very good place to start. The Beatles, Revolver, and Elvis is Back. Stevie G highly recommends these two albums. Must have it if you enjoy music. Get these. And what I'll say about these albums as well is kind of this is where Beatles started to experiment, and this is where Elvis started to change direction a little bit. Before this is kind of start of the 60s. This is midway into the 60s, but this is where Elvis started to change before went from the 50s to the 60s, and just before he became the artist he was at the end of the 60s. But yeah, I highly recommend these two albums. And again, thank you for all the views and the and for subscribing to my channel. Again, no allotment videos this week. The Glastonbury Music Festival is on, and the owners who are not the owners, the people who run the allotment can't make the allotment because where they live is very near the festival site, and the roads are closed. So we should be back outdoors next week. Although I should be going up Glastonbury Tor and later this evening, and we'll be doing an outdoor video from up in the Tor. So it is kind of very grey and muggy, and Thursday was an absolute stinker of a day. But that's me rambling. Again, thank you for watching these videos, and I enjoy doing them, and we'll keep on this musical journey. So this is Stevie G from Glastonbury, over and out.